Hollywood Hulk Hogan and The Rock are two of the most recognizable wrestlers of all time, and at WrestleMania 18, the two collided in an icon versus icon match. And in 2022, Mattel is giving fans both of these figures so that way we can recreate that WrestleMania moment. Metal Driver here, and today we are looking at Hollywood Hulk Hogan and The Rock from the new WrestleMania Elite Wave. We get this really cool packaging with the WrestleMania Hollywood motif. We get images of both wrestlers on the side, and on the back we get another image of each wrestler along with some information and the rest of the figures that are in this wave. So this looks like a really cool set. We get a Build-A-Figure Mean Gene Okerlund on top of these two promising figures. But enough of that, let's go ahead and take a look at them. Here we get a 360 look at both Hogan and Rock. Both figures have some nice detail, and they come with gripping hands for Hogan, along with some open hands, plastic feather boas, and Hogan also comes with this white belt that says Hollywood across, and the Build-A-Figure pieces that Hogan comes with are the arms for Mean Gene Okerlund, along with some open hands for Mean Gene, and an old school WWE microphone. Rock comes with gripping hands, open hands, and the legs for Mean Gene that have double jointed knees, thigh cut, and these old school style of Mattel hip joints, which hopefully one day they update this, retire these old style legs. In addition to the hands that Hogan comes with, he also has this black NWO shirt. It is a plastic shirt that can open from the front, so that way you can mimic the shirt tear. He's got the rips on the back. I'm not too crazy about these plastic shirts, but it's fine. He has a pair of white sunglasses and a Hollywood bandana. The lettering on Hollywood looks really good, painted very well. Detail on the bandana looks nice. The head scan on Hogan is not brand new, we've seen this before. It looks pretty decent. The paint looks good, it's not bad. Although I do think the one that came with the Ultimate Edition looked a little bit better. I think the choice in the dark beard around the blonde mustache looked better on the Ultimate Edition. This one just looks a little bit like it's painted on. Yes, I know it is painted on, but it kind of mimics the look of those fake beards that you see on some weird people. Everything else looks good. The eyes, the lips, the eyebrows. The hair is what you'd expect. And then the head scan on The Rock is fantastic. I love this. I think this looks exactly like how The Rock looked like in late 2001 up through 2002. Now, this is not a brand new head sculpt. Pretty sure this was the same face as the Series 100 Rock. We saw that with a Triple H 2-pack as well. Now, if you've seen any of my other Rock reviews, I've said that I love that head scan and I wish Mattel would start using that for their elites. Well, it looks like they did with this. Now, they did retool the hair to make it shorter. They took off the sideburns, but it's pretty much the same face, and I love it. Awesome job, Mattel. Hopefully we see this head scan more with some future Attitude Era Rocks. Paint came out pretty well. The eyes, the lips, the eyebrows look good. The face does look a little bit shiny. I don't think that's paint. I think that's probably just the plastic they use. Sculpting on the hair looks really good, especially on the back. Looking at the body, this is the same elite body we've seen with The Rock, so good body. Braun Bull tattoo looks good, painted well. He's got double jointed elbows under here and pinless. Pretty sure of that. I'm not going to take down the elbow pad. Then the upper body on Hogan is not a body that I think should go with this version of Hogan. Hogan was pretty big and beefy at this point in 2002. And also, he should have a tan. I don't know why the Hollywood Hogans don't have tans. I think that's a missed opportunity on Mattel's part, not giving us that tanned look. So I'm not too crazy about this torso, but I do like that he has double jointed elbows that are pinless, so that's nice. Looking at the tights on Hogan, this is pretty much the same design as the Ultimate Edition with the lightning bolts, even down to the Hollywood logo on the back of the tights. Lettering looks good, painted very well. The lightning is painted well. I like how that looks. The blue with the white. He is missing some of that white trim on the knee pads, so that's a bit inaccurate. Not a big deal. Other side looks good, painted well. Then he's got these nice white boots with Hogan's image here. Blue flames here. Get some more of that on the other side. Same thing here. Good image of Hollywood Hogan on the side of the boot, so I do like the printing there. Then the Rock's trunks have that gold design from WrestleMania 18, so that looks good, painted well. Braun Bull looks good on the other side, so you can use this as your updated Legends Rock, or even your updated SmackDown Collector's Edition Rock, which we have right here. So obviously this one is way better than this. Plus, I never really liked how this Rock had the inaccurate sideburns. Rock never had long sideburns when he had this trunk design, so that always annoyed me. And then you get standard knee pads and those Rock style boots that have these openings here by the calf. Rock has a ball joint here at the head, so it looks that high up, that far down. It's not the best range there. Can turn side to side and tilt it very well. Shoulder goes that high up, rotates all the way around, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows hindered by this elbow pad, a swivel and hinge at the wrist, crunches that far forward, that far back, waist swivel, legs go that far out, that high up, thigh cut, double jointed knees, ankle goes that high up, that far down, and some decent ankle pivot. Hogan's head goes that high up, that far down on a ball joint, can turn side to side and tilt very well, shoulder goes that high up, rotates all the way around, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, a swivel and hinge at the wrist, crunches that far forward, that far back, waist swivel, legs go that far out, that high up, thigh cut, double jointed knees, a cut at the top of the boot, ankle goes, should go higher than that, but it's a bit stiff on mine, that far down, and some, actually barely an ankle pivot. Here's the new WrestleMania Elite Hollywood Hogan next to the Ultimate Edition Hollywood Hogan, and next to the ringside Hollywood Hogan. And if you were wondering how that ringside head sculpt looks like on the new Elite Hogan, here it is. And then here's the WrestleMania Elite Rock next to the SmackDown Collector's Edition Rock figure. The Icon vs. Icon match is one of my favorite WrestleMania matches of all time. No, not because it's a technical masterpiece, but just the electricity in the crowd from that audience witnessing that match really pushes that to the next level, and I love that Mattel gave us these two figures to recreate that WrestleMania moment. Now, are these two figures worthy of that praise? I think The Rock certainly is. I love this Rock action figure. Hogan, on the other hand, is pretty good. It's just, it could have been better. I think the upper body should have been a little bit beefier, and he certainly would have benefited from a tan. So unfortunately, Hogan isn't as good as The Rock, but I think it's still pretty solid. I would say these two figures are certainly worth it. If you love this match like I do, they're certainly worth getting. And if you want to build Mean Gene Okerlund, definitely get these two, because you're gonna need to. And you know what else I need you to do is hit that like button and subscribe. Now, I haven't done a shout out in quite some time, but here's a shout out to Original Mechs. I said I'd give you a shout out, and here it is. And I hope you're having a great day. And if you want to see some more Rock and Hogan videos, check out my latest ones that I did not too long ago, and I'll see you next time.